Hi YouTube. Okay, so I clipped Binky's and Lily's nails, and I did a video on how to bathe Binky. So I haven't posted that one yet, but I will before I post this one I'm going to do right now. She has just been bathed again, and so now what I'm going to do is show you how I clip her. And most times when a dog like a Shih-Tzu goes to a groomer, they use electrical clippers where, you know, it's a little blade machine that you hold in your hand, and it has a blade on the end, and it's electrically driven, and you easily clip off the excess coat with you know, whatever blade you choose to determine what length you want to leave the hair behind that's left behind. Well, in Binky's case, she can't have anything like that used on her. I have to do it by hand with scissors only. So while I'm working on her, I'll explain to you my theories as to why I think she is like that. So let's get to it. Hi everybody, it's Cindy and Binky. Binky is a Shih-Tzu, and she wanted me to make sure to tell everybody that it is pronounced Shi-Tzu, like sheet of paper and then zoo. It's not pronounced Shih-Tzu. She doesn't like that. And her name is Binky. Anyway, today we're going to show you how to give little dogs a bath. And we've got her in the kitchen sink. So, first thing, take off her collar. She's completely naked now. And you want to run the water until it's warm. She will actually cry if the water is too cold. And I have a sprayer. It's helpful to have a sprayer on your sink. And I run that too until it runs warm in there. You don't want it to be too hot because their bodies run a little hotter temperature than humans do. And if it feels like very warm to you, it'll probably feel hot to them. I usually start out at the back end of their body so that they can kind of get accustomed to the fact that they're about to get wet. Work my way up to the head. And the good thing about having a sprayer is that you can turn it around and spray it underneath their bodies to make sure that their underparts are getting wet. And you want to make sure that the ear flaps are down and not opened up like that, so you don't accidentally spray water in their ears. You want to make sure that they get very, very wet. And Shih-Tzus have pushed-in faces, and they have very buggy eyes. So you don't want to spray the water around there. What I do is I hold my hand over her head, and I let the water run through it. And she doesn't like the water on her face at all. It also stops the hard spray from stinging them if I put my hand there in front of it. Okay. She is wet enough. Now this is not the bottle that the shampoo comes in, but what I do is I use empty bottles from around the house and I super dilute the shampoo. See, this feels cold on her, so she's going to start whining. I super dilute the shampoo with water. And even if it's not the kind of shampoo that tells you you can dilute it, you should dilute it. She has a tendency to get really dirty feet. I make sure that they each get their own dollop of shampoo. Massage that in. She's a pretty small dog and she gets really close to the ground, so she gets pretty dirty. You want to make sure that you massage that shampoo right in their poo-poo area really well, because they almost always got something stuck down there. I use a sensitive natural shampoo on her. You don't want to use any human shampoo. You don't want to use any dish liquid. You don't want to use any of that kind of stuff to wash your dog. Both those things are way too harsh because the pH is way different on dog skin than it is on humans. And again, I block it with my hand so it doesn't run right into her eyes. And they have a tendency to get a lot of like crud right here in between their eyes and their nose. And then around here, the hair tends to like get stuck with food. You want to really get that out. And dog shampoos nowadays are made tearless, so it's not stinging her even though it's in her eyes. And a good quality shampoo will break up the crusties that tend to get right in here, around their mouth, around their eyes. All Shih Tzus and dogs with the long double coats that continually grow, they all have that problem. You want to make sure that you scrub that out pretty good. Even though that she's in a sink, it is high up off the ground. You want to have at least one hand on your little dog that's in the sink at all times. You don't ever want to walk away and leave them in here alone. Even if you think that they're not going to jump out, you don't want to take a chance that it'll happen even one time. If you have to walk away, grab one of your towels and wrap her up in it and take her with you. And really smush the shampoo through her feet. Because by the time she's ready for a bath, her feet are literally gray from dirt. I don't know how such a little dog can get so dirty, but she manages to do it. Now, the reason that you have your shampoo super diluted Yes, it helps you save money on shampoo, but the most important reason is that you can rinse it out easily. The last thing you want is for shampoo to be stuck in their hair after you take them out of the bath. When you're using the sprayer, you want to go with the direction of their coat instead of against it, like up like that. You don't want to do that. You want to go with the direction of their coat. Especially on the long-haired double coat dogs like a Shih-Tzu. It helps you when you're trying to comb it out later. Again, you can turn it over and put it underneath them so you can super rinse them good underneath. You want to get in their armpits, between their back legs. Once in a while you might spray yourself in the face, but that's okay. You don't ever want to spray it in their butt. You want to cup your hand right there and kind of smoosh it through rather than spraying it in their butt. You can feel with your hands if it's all rinsed out or not. It'll feel kind of slippery if it's not. If you leave shampoo in their hair, the dirt will get stuck in there and it will actually cause it to mat up. Want to make sure that their ear flaps are closed. Going with the direction of the coat again. Now with the dog that has this type of coat, which is the double coat and it continually grows, it's a good idea to use a leave-on conditioner. It helps with the comb through. It helps with static. Keeps the static away. Because if the hair is staticky, it'll just mat up. You could spray it in your hand and run it underneath. Just smoosh it through. There's a lot of good shampoo and conditioner products out on the market. I like the stuff that the Australians are putting out. They're not fond of chemicals and additives and stuff like that over there in Australia. You want to stay away from all that kind of stuff. Artificial colors and all that. That'll just irritate the dog's skin. It'll dry out their hair too. Okay. I like to use these microfiber type towels. I got a whole bunch of them. They soak up water really fast, and a whole lot of it. They're real lightweight. They almost feel like tissue. They're so light. But like I said, they soak up a lot of water. They do the job. And they're easy to wash. You're not supposed to run them through the dryer. You're supposed to just wash them and let them air dry. It wouldn't hurt anything if you did though. But they might pick up what lint and stuff is in the rest of the wash in the dryer. She wants out now. And Shih Tzus need to be bathed pretty often. They need to be groomed pretty often too. About every 10 to 20 days. And I know that the professional groomers will make like standing appointments every 6 weeks, but that's not often enough. You need to be doing your own grooming in between times. And there's a lot that you can do even if you don't know how to handle the clippers. On another video, I'll show you a feet, face, and butt trim that you can do easily yourself. And I'll also do another video on how to properly cut dog's nails. Okay, say goodbye. Say I'm all ready for my close-up now, Mr. DeMille. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.